Coach Moo, Top Flight Sports Performance. Speed philosophy. I'd like to share with you some things that I value and prioritize in speed development, be it track and field, baseball, softball, volleyball, football, it doesn't matter. First of all, it doesn't matter from track and field to volleyball, the equation for speed doesn't change. It's distance over time. So, first of all, you got to coach speed the same way at the essential level. So what does that mean? When you look at speed, you have the acceleration phase, then you have top end speed, and then you decelerate. Now, in track and field, there's the speed maintenance phase. So, you've got acceleration, max velo, and then you have speed maintenance, and then you decelerate. I'm not going to get too deep into that. But at the end of the day, you're either accelerating, you're at top end speed, or you're not. So that's really important to keep in mind. So another thing is, I define speed as running at or above 85% of your maximum velocity. So if I'm jogging, I'm not sprinting. And that's really important to understand. If you're under 85% of your max, then you're not sprint training. You're doing something else, but you're not sprint training. Lastly, you have to get some electronically timed metrics at some point. When you hand time, and I get it, if that's all you've got, that's okay. Understand that when you hand time, number one, you're adding 0.2 to the time. Number two, I as a coach cannot stand at the start of a 100-meter and then run all the way down to accurately capture that sprint time. So when you electronically time, so if you have a gate at the beginning of a 40-meter sprint and at the end of the 40-meter sprint, it's more accurate. Lastly, I want to say that I like to compare apples to apples. So it doesn't matter what sport, we use meters, and we don't use yards. There are times where just for testing purposes, if I have a football player, we'll do a 40-yard dash, but primarily we do everything in meters. Win your day. Talk to you soon.